All right, I'm here with Scott. Scott also finished in the Seattle regions. Got his invite, I hear.
Got my first invite ever.
First invite. Okay, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
All right. So, what did you play today?
I played PK Fire. Phantom Knight and Burning Abyss.
Do you find it kind of annoying that some people hate the name PK Fire? Like, where's the fire?
One of my friends actually said it to me, and I was like, "That's the most amazing name I've ever heard." I was like, "Could I just call it PKBA?" And I was like, "PK Fire." That's what I'm gonna call it.
Homage, tribute to, I guess, Earthbound.
Yeah, there you go, Earthbound. Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you finish today?
I finished 24.
Okay, you got your invite.
I got
all
my
good.
invite. Yep,
X2.
X1, 2.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. So.
There's a lot of draws today.
I drew my first game, and then I think it was like my 5th or something like that. And then my last game I lost. One loss, but yeah.
All right. So, what did you play against?
I played against Monarch game 1 or round 1, and then it was after that draw I went into pure BA, and then won that one, and then I went into a Majesty's Odd Eyes.
You
deck.
got a rogue deck. Okay.
Yeah, I got a rogue deck, so it was kind of out there. I kind of stumbled through it just because I never tested against it, so it wasn't something I thought of. But I was able to pull it out, and then it was basically another 3 pure BA decks, Cosmo, and then another pure BA, and then my last game was Cosmo. So basically, I mirror matched like 3 times essentially, or 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Wow. So do you think it's the most popular deck?
Here, yeah. A lot more of this than Monarch and Cosmo, I think.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go into the deck profile.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this PK Fire.
PK Fire.
PK Fire.
Okay, so start with I played 3 Terror Top. It's just basically a staple in the deck, honestly.
Tour guide action?
Oh yeah, a little bit, but it was nice to get basically tour guide and this first turn. I didn't see it a lot, but when you just see it, it's just kind of, here, let me just OTK you real fast. I run 1 Borg. I don't think 2 is necessary because I don't run like Triad Die or anything, and you never want to start with this. If you start with it, it's just kind of in your hand until you do something with it. Next is the PK stuff, so I run 3 Boots. It's essential just because it lets you get for Fogblade and stuff when it's engraved. And it's nice to mill it every once in a while, and you can special it, so when you top it, it's like, sweet, let me just special something from my graveyard and special this, awesome. 2 Gloves, he's a powerhouse, honestly. I love gloves. I love the fact that if he's in my grave and I break sword and kill him, and I can get him out and use him for Rebellion, he's just beefy, like 35, and that's not even using Rebellion's effect. He's just a big man, and same with Breaksword. Like, he's 3K, he can get over Dark Destroyer easy.
He's a big man,
he's
big boy.
Big boy. Cloak, I combo off of Gloves and Cloak a lot. So if I don't have this guy engraved, but I have something I can special, I will banish that and get whatever I want from the deck. So he's just really good to keep your hand going. 1 tour guide because it's not at 3, and so 1's good enough. Obvious why you have him, he's a staple.
It's never good enough.
He's never good enough. I run 2 Max C main deck. I didn't see him a ton, but when I did see him, I used him maybe once or twice. It's also nice siding out deck fodder if you don't need it. For things like Monarchs, you won't need it. 1 Rubik. Because you can go into Virgil with him and things like that, and that's about it. I run Calcab. He's good when you're able to get him with Beatrice and like get one of their back row, or he's just fodder for things like Beatrice effect if you don't need him. He's just another BA name. 2 Sir, because he just keeps floating all day, and he just never stops. 3 Skarm. Skarm. When I drew it, I just found myself normal summoning it. I specialed it every once in a while, but if I didn't mill into it, then I don't know. I just try and keep it out of my hand as much as possible. 2 Farfa. Farfa is the Bay of BAs, in my opinion.
The Bay, all right.
He's the Bay of BAs. Like, he's just like, let me just target your dude, and he's gone. Congrats. You have free board to get over if need be, except against Cosmo, obviously. You'd set him out against Cosmo.
Doesn't work very well.
Not really well at all. Barbar to go for games. I was, at the beginning of this, I did have Rhino in my deck. And just last minute I took him out because I really thought about it, and Rhino's okay, but you know, Foolish does the same thing, and I don't know, I have a lot of BA names, and what a lot of people don't do that I feel like they should do is if you have another dude in your hand that's not a BA, you can just pop your BA stuff and just get their effects, and like a lot of people don't think about that, or they just don't do it, and it won me a ton of games to where I would just have a dude on field, so like Breaksword or something, and I would go Graph, Sir, go Farfa or Barbar and just win games and just pop a bunch of dudes and thin my deck out. And then the man with the plan, Graph, he is kind of the number one in the deck. Like, he's just like, let me just get more dudes out of your deck, thin it more, and if they pop because you have another dude on the field, then, you know, get their effect and grab them back with Dante when you can.
Oh, nice.
So that's monsters.
It's a lot of monsters.
Yeah, that's 25. Ooh. Yeah. Spells.
So spells, yeah.
Yeah. 3 Twin Twister.
Why 3? And that's quite heavy.
Yes. So the thing about it is things like Cosmojo just kind of wreck me. And most people will set 2 anyways, so it's like just get rid of all their stuff. Normally it's a strike or a warning. And I like it because you could discard, so you get the effect of BA stuff, and you can either get PK stuff in the grave. So it's just nice to get guys in grave so they can just float more. And they basically just get rid of all the answers that can stop everything else. 1 Allure.
2?
Just 1, yeah. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. I might actually take it out. It's okay, I guess, but I didn't use it a lot. I mostly sided it out. Like, there's just other things that you can do because you just keep milling your deck anyway, so you'd either mill it or draw it and not have a dark in hand anyway. So it's like, if you start it, it's okay, but you still have to banish a dark, and that kind of sucks because everything is in grave. Foolish, because I didn't run Rhino, and Foolish is just really good because you can just get rid of everything in your deck. And Regeki, no Dark Hole, because this card is just like, oh, you play Cosmos? Okay, boom. So they just get rid of the board and allow you to do things that, and even against Monarchs too.
What about the ships though? You can do the ships?
Yeah, the ships float and everything, but it's like, I have side for that. It just gets rid of big things, and especially in Monarchs, it's just like, okay, stop everything. And I'll kind of get in with that with the side deck.
Traps?
Yeah, traps. So we got 1 warning because staple. 2 Chaos Trap Hole.
I thought about this card too myself.
Oh, this
card, what do you think about the meta?
So good. It's so spicy. I love it. Because if you think about it, Monarchs, Cosmo, even BA, like, they're all darks or lights. So it's like, it just gets rid of Beatrice, Dante's, and everything. And like, just, it's so good. I use this card more than anything. I didn't side any out at all. It is really good. 3 Fogblade, because stopping anything is nice, and it's cool because when you if you summon Breaksword and this is on a dude, you pop Breaksword and then you can target their monster, so then you have a Fogblade in grave and their monster's gone. So it's really nice because it's special as PK stuff too. And 3 Strike. It was good. I like 3 Strike a lot. It helped me in a lot of situations. There was times where I just felt like maybe I got 1 too many, so maybe I would just do 2. I don't know. It helped me in a lot of situations, though. More testing for sure.
Alright, let's go into your extra deck, since you have an extra deck.
Extra deck. I do.
No Monarch.
I do have an extra deck. 3 Dante's, staple, because, you know, Beatrice, and he just mills things from the deck, and you get effects for it. So, it's nice. And his effect is pretty god. 1 Virgil. I didn't use the effect a lot, but he's just another target for Beatrice, and he's nice. So he's beefy too. Pilgrim. Pilgrim is really good because it's like, you can use his effect on your opponent's turn. So I found myself, whenever I had him on the field, I had Sir in hand, so during their end phase, I would just use his effect, throw away Sir, draw 1, get another BA, and then like whatever it is, if it's like a Graf or Dante or something, like, and I get served back, it's just like do it again. So it's like it just keeps looping, and you just get draws off of it. So it's just really good. I only run 2 Beatrice. She's really good. I didn't find myself going into her as much as everyone else does. Like, don't get me wrong, like she's good for getting the other dudes out, but I don't know. She's okay, but people have answers for her, and I think that's kind of the problem with her. I run 2 Breaksword. This guy just did games for me. He just won games because he can target himself when he uses his own effect. So it's like pop him and then pop one of their cards and get 2 of your PK dudes back. And then just go into Rebellion or something like I was saying before. And you can get him up to 3k, so it's nice because then you can hit over Dark Destroyer and then get your effects, he gets his effects, but I feel like you plus more than they do. He's just really good. I like Breaksword a lot. Nightmare Shark, he wins games instantly. Like, he's so good. Him and Barbar, like, I think there was 2 games that I played where I summoned him and then Barbared and I just won. Like 2,000 is a lot of damage, and the fact that you can do another 900, that's almost 3k, so it's not hard to win games with him. Leviair, I only run 1. I didn't go into it a lot.
But you also don't run the allure things.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly. So I had enough PK stuff to just last me the entire game half the time. So he's good. I'm definitely gonna keep him in, but not as much play as I thought. Key Beetle. He's just another target for like Breaksword. Yeah, thank you. Breaksword. He's okay. I didn't play a lot of Monarch decks, so I didn't really get to use his effect to like get Master Restrict or something to keep it on the field. So he's okay. I sided him out for some stuff. Downerd, because Downerd, I didn't really actually go into her a lot, but she's good. Dark Rebellion, he's beefy. He's really big, and it's hard for them to get over that. So he's with gloves, he's 35, and then with his effect, like, he's just bigger. And it doesn't matter what you grab. I think I used his effect on a blue layer, and that's still over 3,000. So he's just really big. And then Future, of course.
Out to Cosmo.
Yeah, out to Cosmo. The problem is that when I did summon him, they normally had Mojo anyway. So he's okay. My friend's playing 2 of them. I might try it out, but he's good to basically get over things.
All right, let's go into the side deck.
Side deck. 3 system downs, because system down wins you game against Cosmo. I didn't see it a lot. I never see this card ever. Like, I never draw into it or anything, and I never even mill it half the time with Dante effect. But when you do summon it, it's just like, okay, get rid of all your dudes.
Board's open?
Yeah, board's open basically. Another Chaos Trap hole.
So a third hole.
A third hole, yeah. I run 2 main deck, one side deck, because this card is just so good against the mirror match and stuff. So it just stops everything. It's so nice because everything is. I didn't play any water decks, so if I played water decks, I'd obviously side it out. But I didn't play any, so it's just good to stop Farm Girl or things like that. Only 2 Massacre Restrict.
Monarchs.
Yeah, Monarchs. I didn't think it needed 3. I had other things that I would rather play. 3 anti-spell for things like Pendulum, which I didn't see a lot of anyway, and Monarchs.
So put them all together.
So we'll go double Mass Change 2 Darklaw. I won so many games because of this guy.
Would you consider maining it then?
I probably not. The main deck is just so full of things already, and I think there wasn't a time where I was like, okay, I need to have him right now. But when I did play with him, whenever I would go first, I would always start with this card. I don't know how, but one of my games I started with this and 4 monsters, and I got this out first turn, and then he went and couldn't really do anything about it, and he just scooped. And I was just like, Darklaw just so good. Yeah, he just wins games. And the Cyber Dragon build. for like Cosmo. I didn't see him a lot, but I still think he's really good. People play enemy controller and stuff like that. I didn't find it necessary. I'd rather have it out to Cosmo because that's probably my worst matchup for sure. But people normally run dry or whatever. I don't like that. I like going milling core and then getting Cyber Dragon just for free. So it's like, oh, free Cyber Dragon, awesome. You know, contact.
The logic makes sense there because you are gonna mill stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're gonna mill, you're gonna hit core normally anyway. If you hit Dragon, then that's sad. But
even if you do draw the core, you can still multiply.
yeah, exactly. So it's really good. I like it a lot. A lot of people wouldn't agree, but I think it's good. And, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
For sharing us your deck profile.
Yeah.
Any shoutouts you want to give? Of course you got a shoutout.
Yeah, I got a shout out to my boy Sam. He helped me test this deck a lot. He gave me a lot of ideas for this deck. My boy Pookie, he also helped me just test against a lot of things, Infernoid, stuff like that. And then I did this for my friend Blake. He lives in Pennsylvania. So me and my friend Sam, we both got our invites now. So we're gonna go to Pennsylvania and see our boy for the first time in like a year and a half. So
bromance right there.
Yeah. It's our boy, man. Our boy.
All right. Thank you so much, man. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
That is it for that video there. Hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, please share us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from MST.TV, please subscribe. And as always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV.